Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. I wanted to make this video on the Morningstar Doji and the Morningstar pattern. Same thing, just one's with a doji, one's with a smaller candlestick, but they both do essentially the same trick. Patterns of Morningstar. A Morningstar is a bullish candlestick pattern that consists of 3 candles. The first bar is a large red candlestick, red, not green, located within a defined downtrend. And the second bar is a small-bodied candle, either red or white, that closes below the first red bar. And the last red bar is a large white candle that opens above the middle candle and closes near the center of the first bar's body. Again, it could be depending on your charts. If you have red or green, red or black for bearish candlesticks, or white or green, doesn't matter. It's just referring to bullish or bearish candlesticks. So let's look over here at some real world examples. Here's a chart of APA, and as you can see right here, there's a long red candlestick, price is falling, a small red candlestick here, a small bodied candlestick. Then this green one is a longer bodied one that opened above this small candlestick here and at least halfway into the center of the first candlestick. So this is a really nice looking morning star pattern. And then as you can see, this happened right below the moving average lines, and then it went up and continued after that. So it's a really great looking reversal pattern. That's what morning stars are ideally reversals in a downtrend. Doesn't always happen, but you know, it's a very huge sign to look for, and then also in relation to the moving average lines. But if you're just looking at moving average lines, you don't know candlesticks, you're missing the big picture of why this is happening. This is a perfect kind of example of showing you what's happening. This is a reversal of a downtrend to get back up over those moving average lines. All right, let's look at several examples. I'm all about repetition is the key. So you just want to look after chart after chart after chart. There's no simple way to learn candlesticks because it's just all about repetition. So here's one right here. You can say not necessarily really perfect. It's not the hugest red candlestick, but it's bigger. This is a smaller red body, but it's close to the first one. And then this big green candlestick did open above the previous close here, but it wasn't above the high of the body. So again, not necessarily the most perfect morning star pattern, but look at it. In a downtrend, it's showing you the reversal. And obviously, look what it was doing right at these moving average lines. This is the 50 SMA. Very important to recognize. And then price continued further. Let's look at several. MAMZN. You can see, where is this one here? Back over here. So right here, price is in a downtrend, red candlestick, small real body, price opened above the previous small bodied candlestick, and then so again, morning star, and then kind of went up, and then traded a little bit sideways for a while before it went up, but again, a reversal pattern to stop the downtrend. ARE. All right, go back over here. ARE, you can see this one is kind of falling. This is all choppiness over here. Big red candlestick. Now here's a green one, right? It wasn't red. A green smaller than the red body candlestick. This green one right here, open just above or close, right at or above again. Never going to necessarily be perfect all the time. And it did close more than halfway into this candlestick. Again, but look at the big picture. Reversal pattern right above the 200 SMA. No coincidence. And then you can see it continued upwards. Netflix, NFLX. All right, so this one right here, kind of a long red candlestick. So this one closed just below this red long candlestick here. So just below. And then this green candlestick, not really a huge one, but it's, it's bigger or kind of similar to this size one. Did close kind of halfway into the body. Again, want to show you real world. Don't get too caught up in the minutia. Is it an exact morning star pattern? It may not be exact, but it's close enough. And look what it's doing. It's holding these moving average lines for a reversal. Again, it's not always going to perfectly happen all the time. Sometimes it'll break down further, but as you can see, falling, kind of stopped here. Bulls came back in right here, kind of a hammer pattern, reversed and went up. All right, let's look at a bunch more. AGN. Let's go back over here. So this is a little bit different. So I'd like to show you different patterns. So you can see this one was falling. You can see this candlestick was actually bigger than this one. And then this green candlestick opened above down here, but it wasn't quite above this one. So again, don't want to show you perfect all the time. But you can see this is a reversal. 3 candlesticks here, not a perfect morning star, but as you can see, pay attention to these things. What's happening right below this 9 EMA? So downtrend, kind of price coming in here. Wasn't great. You ideally want this to be a smaller candlestick, but again, just want to show you things that are real world as to what to look for. Let's see, APH. Let's see here. APH, this is a really nice looking one. This could be a morning star. You could say maybe morning doji, but it's not kind of gravestone. It's like an inverse hammer. But big red candlestick, smaller real body below the big red candle, and then bigger green right halfway in to the body over here. This is a really great looking morning star pattern. So this is really a good looking one after going downtrend right below the moving average lines. Kind of had a stop here, moved right back up above the moving average lines. Now let's look at some doji looking ones just to show you some differences. APC. Let's go over here. All right, so let's zoom in a little bit here. So price falling in a downtrend, big red candle, perfect looking doji, not a huge green candle, but this green candle went almost halfway in. Again, not necessarily going to be perfect, stopped a downtrend and created a reversal. And as you can see, a little bit of a doji here, and then it went back up, right? So these are very important. I'm going to get into evening star dojis and evening star as well, but just focusing on this one right here, morning star doji. Let's look at ETFC. Let's go over here. Here we go. Price is falling. Big red candle, almost a gravestone or inverted hammer. Closed right below that big red candle. Bigger green candle right above the smaller one for a reversal. See that? Falling reversal pattern here. Right above the 200 SMA to stop it. Also got to look at support at other previous levels as well. It's all about support and resistance. And it's stopping, and then it kind of went up and, continued an uptrend, a little bit of consolidate craziness over here. But again, pay attention to these patterns. They're very, very important. AYI. Look at a few more. I like to show several examples because the real world with trading, you just want to see this stuff over and over and over. Repetition is the key. Downtrend right here, red candle, doji, perfect looking doji candle, big green candle right above the second candle here. Right, again, this 200 SMA, no coincidence. Right here, this reversal pattern right around there. You can see tapped off here the 200 SMA before continuing up, but it stopped and reversed a downtrend. Reversal pattern. COTY. And let's go over here. Perfect. Price is falling. Big red candle. Doji candlestick. Green candlestick above the second candle. One up a little bit. Again, got to be aware of these EMAs. Reversal into, smacked off the EMAs here, traded for a while sideways, and just kind of, again, doesn't mean it's just going to go up far all the time, but reversal pattern, reversing, stopping a downtrend. So that's basically how the Morningstar and the Morningstar Doji patterns work.